Welcome to the Worldviews, Theories and Philosophies in Children's Services project. I'm going to begin with an acknowledgement to country and the land that we are now gathered on. I acknowledge the Indigenous custodians of the Gadigal land. I acknowledge the Eora Nation, and I acknowledge the elders of the land, past and present. I acknowledge the spirits of the land, and I acknowledge the children of the Gadigal land. I also would like to acknowledge the Aboriginal peoples and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Together, we can touch the ground of the Gadigal land, we can reach for the sky that covers the Gadigal land, and we can touch our hearts in the care of the Gadigal land. Hello, my name's Tracy Lynn Bostock. I'm a descendant of the Bundjalung Nation, which is my grandmother's country, and the Mulunjali clan, which is my grandfather's country, of the same nation. The video you're about to watch is part of a series of videos that explore a range of worldviews, theories and philosophies that people draw on in children's services in their everyday work. These worldviews, theories and philosophies shape the everyday experiences of children, families and early childhood educators and children's services professionals in a range of different ways. The Early Years Learning Framework tells us that different theories about early childhood inform approaches to children's learning and development. Early childhood educators draw upon a range of perspectives in their work, and that drawing on a range of perspectives and theories can challenge traditional ways of seeing children, teaching and learning, and encourage educators as individuals and with colleagues to investigate why they act in the way that they do, and discuss and debate theories and identify strengths and limitations. Recognise how the theories and beliefs that they use to make sense of their work enable but also limit their actions and thoughts. Consider the consequences of their actions for children's experiences and find new ways of working fairly and justly. In the Australian context, it is essential that every early childhood educator and children's service professional, child and family have access to Indigenous cultures, knowledges and ways of learning and teaching. It's a right as Australians to know our history. Indigenous cultures, knowledges and ways of teaching and learning are diverse across Australia. So as you're watching, you might notice both similarities and differences in the worldviews, theories and philosophies that people share. This is the strength and richness of Australia. Thinking through these similarities and differences can help remind us of the many cultural diversities that make up Australia. It's also a good reminder that Australia has always been a multicultural nation because there are so many different Indigenous groups. And now there are so many different cultural diversities as people have joined us from nations far and wide across the world. Keeping these similarities and diversities in mind, as you watch this video, consider the questions that the EYLF offers on page 13. About how we can come to know children, how we come to recognise or to choose particular worldviews, theories and philosophies. Then think critically about the effects and the impact of the worldviews, theories and philosophies you draw from, choose and live. Consider the range of new and different worldviews, theories and philosophies that you can learn about, and to rethink your everyday practice in the interest of inclusion, equity and social justice for all children and communities. As you're watching, remember the worldviews, theories and philosophies that people are sharing capture where they are at a certain place and at a certain time. This illustrates how our thinking can and does change depending on where you are and who you're with, and the worldviews, theories and philosophies that are most helpful at the time. Be inspired and enjoy the worldviews, theories and philosophies you're about to watch.